Invincible is an American adult animated superhero television series created by Robert Kirkman for the streaming service Amazon Prime Video, based on the Image Comics book of the same name, which in turn was co-created by Cory Walker and Ryan Ottley. The series follows teenager Mark Grayson and his transformation into the superhero under the guidance of his father, Nolan Grayson, or Omni-Man, the most powerful superhero on the planet. During his transformation, Mark finds himself struggling between his personal life and his superhero duties, and is forced to prove that he can be a hero that his father is, unaware that there is a strange conspiracy going on that threatens the world, and leaves him questioning his true nature of his role. Steven Yeun stars in the series as Mark Grayson, Invincible, alongside Sandra Oh and J.K. Simmons as Mark's mother and father respectively, while the remaining cast members have recurring roles. Invincible premiered in March 2021, concluding its first season of 8 episodes in April. Following the season finale, Amazon renewed the series for a second and third season. A prequel special, Invincible: Atom Eve, was released in July 2023, ahead of the 8-episode second season, which was divided into 2 parts. The first was released in November 2023, and the second from March to April 2024. The third 8-episode season premiered between February and March 2025. 3 months after the second season finale, Invincible was renewed for a 4th season. The series has received widespread critical acclaim, with praise for its animation, action sequences, story, voice performances, particularly that from Yeun, Oh and Simmons, and emotional weight and depth. Some fun trivia notes. Robert Kirkman originally wanted J.K. Simmons to play a different role, presumably Cecil, but Simmons was only interested in playing Omni-Man. The role of Cecil would then go to Walton Goggins. Originally optioned by Universal Pictures in 2017 as a feature film, with Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg developing before getting picked up by Amazon as a TV series. Seth Rogen then went on to voice Alan the Alien in the series. The show is based on the comic book written by the Walking Dead comic creator and producer of TV shows Robert Kirkman. Several actors from The Walking Dead appear as voice actors in Invincible. The Invincible comic, which the show is based on, was first published 6 months before Robert Kirkman's other blockbuster comic series, The Walking Dead. The cast has featured 2 Oscar winners, J.K. Simmons and Mahershala Ali, and 3 Oscar nominees, Steven Yeun, Sterling K. Brown, and Djimon Hounsou. In the movie Paul, released in 2011, Simon Pegg's character wears a t-shirt with Invincible on it. The character of Omni-Man, Nolan Grayson, is a combination of Superman from the DC Comics and Baron the Dragon Knight from Dragon Quest: Dia's Great Adventure 1991, and the reboot Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, released in 2020, both produced by Japanese animation studio Toei Animation. This is one of 2 mature superhero productions by Amazon Prime, featuring a dark take on the character of Superman, along with The Boys, and its character of Homelander. As mentioned earlier, Invincible was meant to be made into a film, and the idea is still in development, planned to exist separately from the animated series. But it is said that the animated show has heavily influenced the film's direction. Kirkman, though, signed a deal with Amazon in 2018, greenlighting the animated series, with the first season of 8-hour-long hand-drawn episodes. The choice for 2D animation was intentional. Kirkman wanted more character flexibility and a classic feel, avoiding the constraints of CGI. The voice cast reads like a who's who, with the likes of Zazie Beetz, Mark Hamill and Seth Rogen, as well as in Season 3 Aaron Paul, Simu Liu, Jonathan Banks, Kate Mara and others lending their voices to the show. Cultural diversity was a key focus. Mark and Debbie are portrayed by Korean American actors, namely Sandra Oh and Steven Yeun, while Mark's first girlfriend, Amber, is now reimagined as an African American, voiced by Zazie Beetz. And William, Mark's best friend, is openly gay, enhancing the representation without overt exposition. The animation is handled by Maven Image Platform, with additional studios joining in Season 2. Kirkman praised their intense work, especially on the show's darker moments. The bloody title sequence that intensifies in each episode is now iconic, cleverly symbolizing the show's escalating brutality. The series title sequence is recognized by appearing right where a character would have said Invincible for the first time at each episode. However, the title sequence also has become bloodier with each episode. Invincible's creator, Robert Kirkman, revealed that he wanted to represent the dark days that lie ahead by using the increasingly bloody title cards. Now, I've found Invincible to be a bold, bloody, brilliantly grounded superhero saga. This has quickly carved out its place as one of the most compelling superhero shows in recent memory, garnering widespread critical acclaim across its first 3 seasons, which I tend to agree with. With a 98% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes for Season 1 and a perfect 100% for Seasons 2 and 3, it's clear that this series has really struck a powerful chord with its audience. The animation is striking, the action is relentless, and the emotional storytelling is unflinching, as is its blood-splattered visuals. At its heart of it all is Steven Yeun, who brings vulnerability and rawness to Mark Grayson, matched by J.K. Simmons' commanding presence as Omni-Man. The voice cast is exceptional across the board, from Sandra Oh's soulful turn as Debbie to a strong support cast from Gillian Jacobs as Atom Eve, Walter Goggins as Cecil, and who can of course forget Seth Rogen in a fun little turn as Alan the Alien. What makes Invincible resonate so deeply isn't just the spectacle, it's the grounded emotional depth. This isn't just another superhero show. It dares to ask hard questions about legacy, morality, and the trauma that often goes hand in hand with power. For me, a show like this shows ambition, and it breaks the mold of the genre through its complex, slow-burning narrative. It might require patience from some, but really does promise some major, fantastic payoffs to this wonderful story. I found it to be an incredibly surprising superhero series, as it mixes heartfelt drama with some over-the-top and shocking violent moments. This is a genre oversaturated, with so many movies and different takes on the superhero folklore. Yet Invincible finds a way to be unique and stand out. Look, of course the show falls into some familiar genre beats and comic book tropes, but for me the series earns its plaudits with the confident world building and emotionally intelligent writing that stands out amongst the crowd. From the increasingly blood-soaked title cards to its explorations of identity and consequence, Invincible is both self-aware and sincere, which offers a rare balance in the age of oversaturated superhero content. Look, it may not be perfect, but it is absolutely invincible in what it sets out to do, a take on a fantastical premise that makes it feel very deeply and startlingly real. Invincible gets a 9 out of 10.